taller than me. Are you taller than me?
I have a long torso. Like from here,
I have a short
from my
torso.
ass up.
My husband's taller than...
But then there's my legs.
Oh, yeah.
Which are like, you'd win in...
Yeah, my husband and I, when we're together, we're the same height.
Oh.
But I'm taller than him. No, actually, he's a little taller than me like this.
Okay.
But I have like 33-inch legs, so I'm short.
Gee, I don't know how many inches my legs are. I've
well,
never
when you buy jeans.
measured them. I don't buy them. I don't think about that or care about it.
Well, you have to hem your pants.
I don't look at it.
You would know your leg length if you had to hem your pants or didn't, or you had to like 32s. Can't do it because they're always too short. These are 32s.
Interesting.
They're too short.
Yeah.
That's why you wear colorful socks with them.
I just like long pants.
Well, hello. Sorry.
Oh, hi. I'm like, are we on?
Yeah, we are. I think so. Yeah, we are.
That's the most fun.
So we had a discussion this morning and said, let's podcast, but make it really quick because
we are on the go.
We are on the go. I have work 2 days this week plus Friday. I'm going to Edmonton. So, yay. Anyway.
Awesome.
So we thought we'd sneak in a podcast before. Hear that?
That's your bread machine.
My bread machine. My bread.
It smells so good in here.
That's why I do it.
She has a mini crock pot full of amazing deliciousness on her counter.
You don't even know what it is, do you?
Well, it's stew of some sort.
It's a pot roast.
Beef pot roast. And carrot and potato, I think, and onion probably, and garlic. Oh, all the good stuff. I always put garlic in my stuff.
My husband can't do garlic.
Oh,
he likes it, but he just doesn't like what it does to him.
It upsets his functions.
Yeah, he's not fun to be around.
Oh, yes. Hey, you know what's good? What would be good in there is honey.
And good deal
in
on
your
honey.
bread, too.
Did you know that same honey costs double that at spud.ca?
Carla got me some amazing honey from
don't
the
tell
Honey
the price.
Man. And wow, it's
good deal though.
Amazing. Yeah. So now I have a honey hookup and a beef hookup if I want. But we talked about that, about getting a cow or going in on half or a quarter or something. But I don't know. I think we're just good. Like, it's $4 a pound across the board.
Across the board.
But so sometimes you can get ground beef for $1.99, and so we're just like, well, you know, you weigh your. But then again, a good steak costs you $27 a pound. So yeah, anyways,
it's a good deal. It's good meat.
But you need a freezer. You need a freezer. We had an upright, but we got rid of it.
Oh, okay.
But we have a fridge in our basement that's plugged in and running all the time, and
that's not enough for
it's just the top freezer of a little fridge for our bar.
A little chest freezer.
But yeah, they're good. It's definitely something to consider.
I have a beef connection and a honey connection. Yeah. At school, I'm the honey.
You're the honey. I love it. You're like, honey, your honey is here.
Cheers! Look at this.
Which is great.
Our mugs again. Yay!
Awesome.
She's become a tea addict for this crazy.
This tea, this cranberry stash holiday teas. Yeah. Cup of Joy. It's a cranberry pomegranate.
Yeah,
and I love it. It's amazing.
Get it at Christmas. I know what to get you now.
I know.
Anyway.
I know.
So let's get on to some knitting because we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, we had a crazy busy week. Carla's husband Tim was so amazing. He finished building me a multiple skein winder. So he's made my life amazingly well.
And we'll insert a picture in here.
We will insert a picture. It's absolutely beautiful, and because of it, I felt obligated to do something back, so I pruned their trees for them.
And they were in ill repair.
They're coming. Yeah. They're coming along, so I told her, nobody is to touch your trees but me from now on, so I'm just excited to get them
insert a clip
back.
In here of you up in the tree.
Of the monkey.
Of the monkey in the tree. So here we are in my backyard. And Lesley is up in the tree, as you can see, because she is doing some tree service for our trees. She's a monkey. We have several trees, and she wanted to do this for us because my husband built her a yarn winder. So wave at the camera. Yay! Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. You did a really good job, and it's
been
going
a
to be
lot
nice.
of fun.
Yeah.
I was a little sore the next day. It's been a while since I've climbed, and I was a little sore the next day thinking, why am I sore? And then I was like, oh yeah.
I just remembered something. Did you hear that little bark?
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yeah. He's waiting.
He's
to
waiting.
Come out.
I forgot. I put Tucker in the bedroom when she
Can
comes
stay
over.
there, little turkey.
Little turkey.
So I got you a little gift, speaking of trees, because I wanted you to have this, and there's actually something cute knitting behind this. I don't know what my problem is, but I can never throw out little ends. So I've been keeping them in a fishbowl in my house.
Okay.
And I decided, I saw this, I think, on Pinterest, but you fill the little suet dealio up with all your ends, and then the birds can come and get them and take them away and build their nests with them.
And I have a story about that. My mom, when she was a knitter, she doesn't knit anymore, but when she was in Arizona one time, she was out knitting and a bird came and stole a piece of her yarn.
Okay.
And then when she left, she went and checked the inside of that nest, and sure enough, it was lined with that little piece of yarn, and she took it home.
That just melts your heart.
I know.
Like, it's like, aw,
I know.
they're utilizing it. So
Good idea. So
I'm
I will
not a
use that.
waster. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So it'll
awesome.
be
Thank
fun,
you.
fun for your
Very
little
much.
tree. So about that, so I have now joined the, oh, it's so cute here. My daughter got a hold of this and actually drew the little symbol and wrote the words out, copied the words in her book and showed it to me. So I joined the Gilly Hook Heritage Knitters Guild.
Yes, you did.
In Calgary, Alberta, and I'm so excited.
And that was was it Wednesday or
That
Tuesday?
was last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday,
yeah,
you
so
came
every
as a guest
third,
with me.
Yeah.
And you came in and it was like, for you. I could just see you were in your element.
I loved it.
Yeah. You were
Like, there's so many good things happening and so many charity knits that you can be part of, and there's just so much goodness all in one room.
They do events and they do knitting in the park.
Knitting in the park,
And then on Saturdays they do a knit and share where you can come on a Saturday and just get together and knit all day.
So we'll post a link to the website here. And if you want to get a hold of them, or their email, or however they want to be gotten a hold of.
Yeah, and you too can join the Gilly Hooks here in Calgary.
Here in Calgary.
Yeah, if you're a Calgary person.
So they filled the basement of the Bethany, and the meeting is every third Wednesday of the month, and it's crazy. There was like 100. There must have been over 100 ladies there. So that is amazing.
Yeah, it's neat to look around the room. Everybody's knitting.
I love
and
it.
everybody's listening to the meeting and all the news and stuff. And
Yeah.
then we also do what did the lady who does programming say that's coming up? She was going to do something. Oh, and Tarja, wasn't it?
Double knitting was
Yeah.
one of them, and brioche. I think it was brioche.
Was it brioche or Tarja? Oh, I think you're right. I think it was
Brioche, yeah.
brioches. That's what's
So-
coming up. So
which is
so
fun.
let's get on to the knitting. What do you have? Should we do first? What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about our FOs.
Okay.
I have 3 FOs, and none of them are here, so I can't share any of them with you.
Well, you can talk about them, and then we
They're
can insert some pictures.
all on my Ravelry page, so you can check them out there under YYC Knits. I'm Leslie, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'm Carla.
We never did introduce ourselves.
And today is episode...
I have no idea.
Anyway, it's one of these episodes. And next Tuesday, we'll have to get together because it's my 1-year podiversary.
Oh, yay! Let's eat cake. Let's fill our faces with cake. I'll bring the cake.
Okay, so next Tuesday. I have
Awesome.
a dental appointment, so we can do it maybe in the morning.
Oh,
before I go to the dentist.
or after?
Well, it's at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll
Okay.
do it in the morning, and we'll have another
that's
deadline.
fun.
I'll eat cake, get cavities, and go to the
we
dentist.
have it.
There we go. So we had an interruption. That was the Omega Massage calling me.
Oh, nice. That's what
Trying to
I
book
need.
an appointment.
Omega.
There you go.
Gotta love that.
So, what
Yeah.
are we talking about?
I finished my mom's In Stillness
Okay.
sweater. I finished my brother's sweater hat, the
Seafarers or-
Seafarer's watch cap,
Okay,
and
and
it is on his head.
Oh, really? Are you going to send a picture
And
or have a picture of
I
it?
would love him to send me a picture, so
We'll see.
if he would,
But
I
do
would
you have a
love
picture
that.
on Rav for that?
I do have a picture.
And then we'll post it in here as well.
In here as well.
Yeah.
And then I finished my inauguration socks. They're red, white, and blue. Helix knit socks. My second pair attempt at fitting my son's little fat feet,
but your third one, is that the one?
My third one is on my sticks. So
okay.
I'll show you that when we get to that.
Good.
But I finished those socks and they're on my daughter's feet and she loves them and they're super soft because they have the cashmere component. They're made from our Carbon Park MCN base and they're just absolutely splendid.
Cool.
So that's
I have one FO, and it is finally my forever socks. They are totally done.
They're amazing.
Toes closed, heels in, and I've already worn. They're probably stinky.
You had them? Are they? They're just like
I didn't wash them.
Worn
no,
already
I don't have stinky feet. But anyway, I've worn them, and I've worn them with my Blundstones.
Wool doesn't allow your feet to stink too. You know that because it
it breathes.
It really
it does. So I'm going to. I'm real happy with them. They're so long that they're covering up my cute little sock blockers.
Sheeps.
But I will insert a picture here too of me in them with my Blundstones, how I wore them.
Did you share the heel?
Yeah, I did.
That was the fish lips kiss heel?
Nope, that is just an afterthought heel.
Oh, okay.
This is the smooth operator sock. And
are those the ones that you're doing the two
Kitchener
stitches? Okay, so
I'm actually getting
one for the
I'm getting pretty good at Kitchener now. So I don't hate it like I used to. I used to be almost really intimidated by it.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, it is. Once you get going on and get your rhythm.
It's honestly,
But so they're
knit,
done.
slip,
That's the Susan B. Anderson's.
Purl, slip, knit, knit, slip, purl, slip, knit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Set up first. Can you do a setup first?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only finished object. What's off the sticks? But I have a hoe.
Ooh, let's talk about that. That's a half object, by the way, for those of you who haven't heard that before.
That's really kind of rude too, isn't it? Hoe. But this is something that I've created. It's a and you can see on this side all my little imperfections. But this is a scrappy sock that I've created, and it's got a jogless join on it. Well, it's
jogless stripes.
Jogless stripes? Okay. So anyway, that normally a sock is knit in a spiral. So when you knit in a spiral, you really don't have, it's always kind of continuous. So how do you make a clean line? You should do a video on that.
I could do a video on that.
Yeah,
There's quite a few different ways. You can do a traveling jog. You can do, you can lift the stitch underneath the stitch when you get to your second round, and you can do that way, or you can do the way you did,
which is just slip it,
which is slipping
purl-wise.
the stitch purl-wise. Once you come to that color change.
So what's really cool about this is that it blends the sock. I start with black and then I go to the red and then it blends with the yellow and then it has solid yellow.
I love it. I love
blends
your
again.
design. It's amazing.
So I'm thinking of posting this.
Yeah, I think you should write it up as a PDF and post it on Rav.
Yeah, and there's my toe. I like how
They're
it finished
super
too.
awesome.
Almost like a little nose.
So you did the heel flap and the pickup. Yeah, it's cute.
I did regular. I did top down, and I did a nice generous cuff, 2x2 ribbing.
That. Yeah, love
and
that.
then I went back to the black for the heel, and this is the heel flap, heel turn, and then I have a little. I even carried the pattern through on my gusset.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and then I did a toe. Just a basic toe, not a rounded toe. Yeah. Which is fine. And it's got, I kind of ran.
It looks rounded on your sock blockers and it'll look rounded on your feet.
It does look like a nose though, doesn't it?
It is cute. Yeah.
Anyway, that was fun.
Those are amazing.
That is the, so that's all scraps, over dyes, and minis that I made this with. Nice. And I have enough to do a second sock. And I was thinking of doing it reversed.
Oh.
I might. But then it would totally not match because it'll be It'd be
Yeah.
like, so my husband goes,
wouldn't.
what do you want
I
to do that
wouldn't.
for?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You want to keep it the same
Yeah,
as
I would
much
keep
as,
it the same,
okay.
but different too. You
I
could
could
do
go
crazy
different,
other colors.
I could start with, other colors.
but keep your,
So that's it.
Sky's
so that's
the
my
limit there.
That's my half object.
And
so.
you're gonna get another one knit this weekend.
Yeah,
'cause
I've
you have
already
lots
got,
of car riding.
Look at
to
this.
do.
I've already over there. I've
Oh my
already got it
gosh!
started.
See, cool, very cool,
I know.
nice.
So, what do you have? Anything on the sticks?
Do I have anything on the sticks? That's really funny.
You got everything on the sticks?
Well, okay, so my In Stillness sweater, which I absolutely love, which I'm gonna actually show off here because I wear it every day.
Do you?
Yeah, just to take the chill off. It's the first thing I put on in the morning, and then when I get nice and warm or whatever, I just throw it on my couch, and
It's really cute.
I love it. So I'm really, really happy with the way it turned out. So I am on a sweater kick. And I put this little bit of bling, and I love that it's short enough that you can,
Dude, some bling.
you know, show off some other little things. So on the sticks, I started the Dalen sweater. So I think we should start a box of sweaters, Cal, or maybe a drawer of sweaters,
Or
Cal.
a sack of sweaters? Or
Like something, the year-long Cal for sweaters, because I can knit a sweater. You can knit a sock in like a week.
I'm
2
there
weeks.
forever.
Forever?
Yeah.
They take me a long time, but sweaters I can whip out. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, that's
Anyways,
really cute.
I love this sweater by Isabel Kramer. We saw it. She was offering a
25%
coupon code
off.
on her Rav page, so I was like, I just jumped at that, and I love the way the bottom is. Yeah, so I've got that one coming along.
Wow.
The one thing,
Holy cow, you've got a lot.
yeah, I do. And this is my TV knit. So when my husband and I retire in the evening, now it's really hard to see because it's black. But yeah, and it's got all the dog hair that I can gather from the couch.
So what are all the pins for?
It's coming along.
What does
nice.
that do? Is that
so
what they're marking?
every six rows, you're doing an increase and a decrease. So
Okay.
what you're doing is you're bringing the garter from the back around to the front. So you're not decreasing anything, but you're just kind of switching places.
Nice.
So yeah, I actually like to finish as I go. So I did a provisional cast on so that I can pick these up neatly and tidily, and just do my however the collar is done. So I'll probably do that today.
What
just
kind of
to
collar
get it
is
done.
it?
What is it? It's some sort of ribbing, maybe a knit 2 purl 2 rib.
Yeah.
So I'll pick up those stitches and finish the collar just to get it kind of finished. But big scary thing, I'm playing yarn chicken. So Rodney, if you're watching, this is your gorgeous BFL from a local shepherd here in Calgary. And he is amazing, or I should say just outside of Calgary.
I was going to say, we have shepherds in
I love
Calgary.
his yarn so much.
But-
And I had knit the other sweater for my mom, the In Stillness, the same as this for my mom. And out of this, and I had these cakes left. I had 4 of them.
Wow.
So courageously, I cast on and
So
just started
that's all that's
going.
left is those
So
two
this is
cakes?
all that's left are these 2 cakes. It's pretty scary.
You know what you might do though is don't do your sleeves all the way down yet, and don't do the bottom all the way down. That you can do a really cool contrast. You could do like a charcoal
Something.
on the bottom.
But it's just getting this yarn to match because it is totally
Chunky
in a
and-
class of its own, right? And super earthy. So I have a hat that I knit that I might have to rip apart, and I have that hat.
Oh, your gray hat.
My gray hat, which I could knit out of something else easily, and I need to knit another one anyways because that could be a test knit for me for my pattern design. And yeah, I have a couple little odds and sods that I might have to throw in the pot, make them black, and yeah.
Did your mom get? You said
gonna
you
be
finished
tight.
your mom's sweater. Did she get it?
So she got it. She wears it every day.
Oh,
She
really?
loves it, especially
Aw.
with this last bit of cold that came
It was
through.
a Valentine's
and,
Day,
oh
right?
my goodness, it was a Valentine's
Hi,
gift
Tucker.
to her.
Hi, buddy. Want to say hello? Here we go. There we go. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Tucky. Yes, I know. You're a cutie.
Yep. Anyway, so that's
one
That's
on
good.
the sticks. I still have my on the Spice Market, and I brought this today because I wanted to show off the colors and show it off because I did up a few more kits.
Okay.
So they can be found on my website under YYC Knits, and they are there. I have one more to put on. Actually, one lady said she wanted it and then never contacted me about it, and I had taken it off my website already, so that kind of was a little bit of a, yeah, I won't do that again. So anyways, it's gonna be up there as well as I think 2 others. So this is my 50/50 Canmore Park Silk Merino blend, and it's absolutely
it's so
beautiful.
soft.
It's like butter. I'm knitting this on a 3.75 mil needle, and I really want to get it done because this is a good spring
Yeah, I was going to say that's a nice spring combination
and
for sure. That's
spring
really
colors
pretty.
and good for Easter and stuff. So I've got
So
all
nice.
my little, and they come caked up and ready to go, and it's on sale too on my website.
Cool.
So you can get that. What else? Here, we'll just pile it on the table. I know.
That's awesome. Look at those beautiful colors.
Aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, they're all
Reminds me
just-
of Easter.
These are like honeydew, and I just love that. Yeah, it reminds me of Easter too. And then the dusty rose. And then we got this one.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I know, they're gorgeous. I love them together.
And your base color's the
and
cream?
then this little
What's your...
guy. It's the honeydew.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Honeydew melon. Yeah.
Cool.
So we got that. I know, when you're like a serious knitter, like, because I'm knitting full time right now.
Oh, yeah? It's your full-time job right now?
Because I'm out of school.
I wish.
Yeah, for now. And yeah, so these are my little Christmas socks that I'm knitting from the rest of the Christmas Light Sock Blank, which can also be found on my website. I have one more of these available that I'm going to be putting up right away. So I've got these Christmas socks with the little trees. I did a little tree design in them, and these are for my son. Once I get to the heel turn, actually I'm going to do a bigger gusset this time. I'm going to increase my needle size, like Fruity Knitting suggested, and do more gusset stitches, and then, yeah, hopefully they'll fit.
Yeah, for sure.
And go up a needle size. So they should be good. They're, I can't remember how many stitches
And you
they
know
are.
what? I'm not going to show any of my other projects because I've just done a tiny...
What you have on the go?
Because that's all. Because all I did on the go.
These are still on the go. These are my Carburn Park
have you done any more on it?
MCN. No, the heels are both turned, and I just need to knit on them.
Yeah,
so
they're beautiful.
They just took the back seat. I totally need to get them done.
You do. You need to do
'Cause
my
I wear
5-minute rule.
I wear my renamed smelly socks every day. They're getting so much wear. And these are my mock cable socks by Wendy D. Johnson, and they're on my
What can I do for you?
Ravelry
You
as
keep
well.
scratching my hand. Why?
What else? And that's pretty much it. Oh, except for this, which I casted on the weekend.
Oh, what's this?
So I got the new Interweave Knits Spring 2017 through the library, and I started flipping through there. I sent Carla a whole bunch of pictures of shawls that were just like to die for. The colors and just, oh my goodness, hey? And the photos as well. But this is the Bristol Raglan by Kefren Pritchett, and I hope I said that right. I tagged her on it on my Instagram this morning.
Cool.
And she actually was like, she commented right
did
away
she?
about how fast of a knitter I am, because I like,
That is so cool.
I saw it, I had the
it's almost
yarn.
nautical, isn't
I
it?
had to cast on.
Yeah,
it's very
it's really
nautical.
cute.
It's actually in their ship to shore section.
Oh,
So
there you go.
so it is nautical.
Really cute.
But
I
I
love
was
the
in love
stripy
with it,
section.
and it's got the stripes, and the coolest thing about it is
You're doing it in blue.
it's got, it's navy blue, so the same as the picture.
And what's the yarn?
And my yarn is 12 Mile Cooley Park by me, and it can be found on our website as well.
So
But
what is
there
that,
is
some
a
lace?
cable section
Oh,
up the front and back for the
Nice.
Raglans, and I am just like so in love.
beautiful.
Yeah. So I did a provisional cast on as well with this. just to cast it off, just to knit 4 rows and cast it off. But I love the neatness and tidiness of it because there is no...
It didn't request you to do a provisional on it?
It did not. And they do not. But they say for integrity and seaming and this and that. Well, for 4 little rows here, I would just so much rather the look of doing a provisional cast on and knitting 4 rounds and doing a tubular bind off or whatever the pattern calls for than to pick them up. You still have to pick up a few just on the sides because when you're depending top down how they're working it, they're usually doing some short rows or going back and forth until they join in the round. But it's just such a neat and tidy way to do it. So I've got these on my what are these needles? Haya not sharps. And those are also on the website. So yeah, so beautiful. You can't really see it very well.
So that's sweater number what, 4?
This is year? I think this is sweater number 4.
Wow.
I had an oops that I just ripped apart and didn't like how it was working out.
That's the one for your mom?
So that would have been maybe 5.
Which one was that?
So I knit one in stillness first.
Oh yeah,
just
that
wrong
was your
needles, wrong.
Your sweater blank. Wasn't that what that was?
Yeah, that was my sweater blank. I
feel like I'm way ahead of you or something here.
I'm sitting back.
There.
No. I got all...
I have a big head. Look at your head compared to my head.
No way.
I do.
You're funny.
Oh, my husband puts his reading glasses on and looks up at me and goes, "You have a really big head."
Way to go, guys.
I should take your glasses off and say that.
Way to give me a total complex.
I know. So what's coming up on your sticks?
This is fun. My little girl found this in the drawer on the needles, just cast on the little short cactus there. So that got finished on the weekend on Family Day. That is it's knit through the back loop purl one, and it's super easy. But it was on the sticks and it got done. I also had knit this one previously with a little bit of mohair in it, which is super fun. So those are on my Rav page. So I finished an object, another one, another FO. But little things, right?
Yeah.
And my Solus stocks are coming up. So those are, I looked everywhere for the yarn for this. Guess where it is? It's wound on my new yarn winder.
You forgot.
And I was like, where is my yarn? And then I'm like, it's at my mom and dad's house.
Oh.
I wanted it there for safekeeping.
Why? Because
I just don't even want it coming in. It's going to go in my van and I'm going to, yeah. And Heartstrings Shawl is a beautiful shawl pattern that a girlfriend of mine asked for the yarn to knit. So I gifted her this for a charity knit for her to do. Out of our Canmore Park 50/50 merino silk base, and this is by Dominique Trad.
And that was a freebie on Valentine's.
It was a freebie on Valentine's, but it's just such a gorgeous shawl pattern. So Charlotte is knitting that, and she is knit 1, felt 2 on Ravelry, so you can check out her project as she goes. And yeah, I'm excited to see that done.
Okay, let's do some newsy news. Let's do about you. What's new with you since our last podcast?
Big news.
Should we cut it right now?
Which one should I talk about?
Well, let's do a cut and do a wardrobe change.
We're gonna do a wardrobe change.
So we'll be right back.
All right.
And we're back. So what do you have on?
I have my new RT for respiratory therapy scrubs on.
Because?
From Faith, because I got into school. I don't think it's completely sunk in yet because so many things have been happening all at once because I have another huge thing to share as well, which is crazy. It's like when it rains, it pours. Why? Why do we have to make these choices, right?
I know. So tell them what you want to talk about your other thing.
So this is my new uniform, and this is my year 1 badge that I got to get. I'm not done yet. Like this is like just so cool. I can't even. I was gonna actually bring my my stethoscope.
Ooh,
to
you
wear
have a
now.
stethoscope.
I have a stethoscope.
Oh, you're
I
official.
bought it 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Because I was wanting to, because I was at U of C and I was wanting to, I didn't know where I was going to go, nursing or what, but
you knew it was going to be medical.
I got into school, so I am so excited. And there's so many places you can go with respiratory therapy.
Knitting's going to take a back seat real soon.
Yeah, I have about 7 months to knit. Actually, I was counting on my fingers on the way here how many months I have, but in that time, so much to do.
Including?
Just like applying for grants and just all the stuff that we need to get in place. Immunizations, police checks, all of that good stuff. So I have 3 hardcore years of study coming up. So
that's exciting.
I'm hoping that we can still get together, maybe once a month before our knitting guild, because I joined the guild, so I'm thinking, you know what? I can knit once a month, and I should be able to knit once a month, and that'll be my big treat. So
come over early on a guild night and we'll do a podcast.
And we'll do a podcast, and I won't have much knitting,
That's all right.
but I can look at yours and we can like exchange, right?
Exactly.
It'll be like me today, all my works in progress.
And what's this on your lap?
And so I had to share this.
Do you want to do another? Do you want to do another wardrobe change?
I won't. I'll just share it. So I ended up looking at scrubs at Mark's Work Warehouse, and they had a huge sale on, and look what I found.
That's so awesome.
Like as if I could leave that there on the shelf.
Could.
There's no way.
That is so cute.
So I'm in love. I can't actually wear these because we have to be in uniform even at the hospital.
Oh, really?
And we start right away.
Like, you can't even use that ever?
We need to be in uniform. So for class, we wear a uniform. So honest to God, like my clothes are just going to be sitting there which makes it easy, right?
You know what you're wearing every day?
Yeah.
It's like uniform schools.
Yeah.
Very cool. So that's exciting. I'm very proud of you.
Tops.
So you did it.
It's been a lot of work.
You were one out of how many applicants?
She said at the time there was 400 packages going to selection committee.
And they chose how many?
And I think I'm one of 68. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Okay, well that's still awesome.
So
that's
I'm really
good.
excited.
That's like 1 in 6 or so.
My marks were really good.
Like that.
I worked my butt off to get
good for
crazy
you.
marks. But yeah, so when it rains, it pours. So my dad and I are at the auction, and I've been looking, Wednesdays with him just
what
to
kind
see.
of auction?
My dad is a dealer. He's a registered
kind of
importer, an automotive dealer. My dad's a dealer. And so I go to the auction with him when I can, and I love hanging out with him. He's so much fun. We have a good time together.
I met him. He's a sweetheart.
We are both Virgos, and we are both trouble. He calls me up today. He's like, "Hey, it's Tuesday. It's preview day. Are you picking me up, or am I picking you up?"
Are you going?
That's what he said to me. I'm like,
Dad,
are you crazy? I spent $40,000 last week
on
a new a 2016 Ram ProMaster.
What is that?
3500 wool on wheels.
That's what she's calling it. She's gonna get put her yarn in a store that's on wheels.
Thankfully, and it's all not me. It's all my girlfriend Leanne, whose idea it was a few years back. We went for lunch, and she's like, "Lesley, I think we should do this." And then we started talking, how much it's gonna cost. And so I went out on a limb, like a big limb, and my husband is not pleased with me at all. He's like, "How are you gonna do this? Like, let's talk seriously about how you're gonna start school and do wool on wheels." And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
So your girlfriend's gonna be involved as well?
No, she just wants me to do it. It's like, a lot of money. It's a lot up front,
Yeah.
and building a business it's all consuming. I've been in business for myself since I can remember, and you eat, breathe, sleep, like you, which is why I want to go to school and try and get away from that. But it's also something I really enjoy doing, and it's my hobby. So I can do it as much or as little as I want. And I'm looking at the truck as just an extension of my workspace, of my home, because I've watched a couple podcasters last week, and it's so fun how our lives all interconnect, because it was the gal who does the sock blanks, Andrea Sue
Knits, yeah.
and Legacy Knits, and they're talking about space in their home, and how when you're an indie dyer, it takes over your kitchen, it takes over your life, your eating space, where you're cooking meals, and it's not fun. Getting it all out and putting it all away and having that stuff in your space all the time. So
are you going to dye from there then?
So I am in the process of setting up a studio in my garage, getting hot and cold running water. So I have a friend who's a plumber that we're going to ask to plumb in some hot and cold and get a laundry like a sink, and then have just either hot plates or a stove just set up so I can heat up my water and dye my yarn. So that's how I'm going to do it. And I don't know if the truck's going to even leave my driveway, because right now, under a home occupation permit, you can, by appointment only, you can have a few people to your home here and there. So, you know, as long as my neighbors don't complain, I think it's good. And it's just somewhere I can put my finished project. And it's like my dad said today, like, you don't have to invest a whole ton of money doing the inside, like a show home, which it will be eventually. But for now, he said, hang up clotheslines and put your, you know, skeins on clothespins. Cool. So I'm really excited.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this is an over dye that I did. That's that color that you said do yellow. So I put it in yellow, and of course, you know, that's all it would suck up. But
it's got a real yellow glow to it.
It's got a pretty glow.
It
so
reminds
this is
me
space
of
dyed. So when you re-put again and again, like up to 6 times, and over dye a skein to get those really deep, rich colors, like that skein we took a picture of, we can maybe insert it here.
The one that
The
was
sock
on your
yarn.
The one that was on your winder?
On my winder.
But, so this is that one that was kind of
they call it space dyed. And
Why?
so that's when you take a skein, and you can knot it, and you can put it in yellow first. And then when you undo the knots and you put it into blue, and then it layers the colors, and just, it gets you such a cool, interesting layered effect. And this is our stellina base. So I don't know if you can see, a little bit of the sparkle there. So it's got a bit, 15% sparkling stellina. It's really sparkly actually on this side. There we go. So yeah, so this is Sandy Beach Park. This is sparkling stellina. But
I don't remember what it looked like before.
It was just bland, just not.
It reminds me of slime, like
totally.
Like, you know, that when my kids
Totally.
were they're little, it was like that goo stuff. What's that stuff called? You know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's such a green.
It is.
Hey?
It's really,
I love
it's
it.
great.
Yeah,
it's really
I
rich.
love it. So to put it with a shawl or just a splash of extreme color, and so I'm really finding, like, even when you come and dye with me, like, I love the most, like, I've been trying to figure out, like, what it is, because I don't want to just do what everyone else does. Like, I want to figure out, like, what my style of indie dyeing is going to be, and this is it, like, layering color on color on color, and having that depth of saturation come through, and it's just so fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I love overdye. And when we dye together, I probably coax you into doing things you would
I
never.
think it's really good. Yeah.
Never, you would never think of doing.
I wish you would dye with me all the time. Maybe I'll quit your job and you can dye. You can dye yarn all day, and
Maybe
I'll go
will.
to school and we'll just be like such a happy family. Carla will be like, you know, hanging out.
You want me to sell yarn in your
It'd be so
your truck,
fun.
don't you?
I would love that. It would be so fun. We could just like.
We could take it to Guild and at Knit in the Park. And
Well, we
have it out
could,
there.
but it's like highly
Illegal?
Illegal.
Oh, okay.
My mom says illegal is a sick bird. But, you know, I'm sure that, that's not cool. So, I mean, for now, it's just, what
You'll
it
figure
is.
it out.
It'll come. It all comes together.
Yeah, you're not sure
So,
exactly what it's going to look like yet, but it's going to happen.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
yeah.
So let's see. Is that it? Is that all we've got to talk about today?
Is that all you want to share? Do you not want to share what's on your sticks?
No, because really I've done, I've followed my rule, 5 minutes as much as possible on each project, but nothing's really happened. I really focused on these socks, these ones.
Well, those were just pure happiness for you.
Yeah, they were.
I really kicked you in the butt. I said, get your socks
That's
done.
all I've done.
Well, it's beautiful. And you've been working full time. And that's exactly where I'll be at. Just watching all your beautiful projects come together while I'm like studying. Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for us. Let's make it a short one. And we just wanted to, check in.
So excited.
All right. Bye from Calgary. See you next time.